Hello, good evening, and welcome to Tuesday's Tarot with myself, Indigo from Indigo's Oracle. Those who have not met me before, hello and welcome. So this is a lovely, happy, positive place where we're here to uplift each other, and you know, we share our woes and our wonders. So please do speak out if you choose to. Just know, hello, Steve, lovely to see you here. Just know that I can, as I'm just doing with Steve, put your comments onto the screen. My coordination is appalling. And to me, it's that side. There you go. There you go. So I can put your comments on the screen, and I will do. This is Tarot Tuesday. Readings are payable to indigostarseed@gmail.com. One card is £2, 2 cards is £3, and 3 cards are £4. They are a guaranteed live reading right here, right now. Cheaper than telephones, cheaper than lots and lots of different ways. You get a very vague reading, but certainly with myself right now, you can ask your question, that burning question that you've got to go. See you, darling. No worries. Got to go out soon, so can't stay for a full evening. Well, I've been out today with lovely Becky, which has been really lovely. So I've met one of the ladies I met on Facebook. She's a viewer, but she's also a friend and has been for a short while. And we had a lovely time. We walked around the castle today and looked at tapestries and modern, not modern art, old art, very old art, Gainsborough and things like that. Really, really lovely. All right, so thank you for joining me here. Just about to send for a read before I go, though, lol. Bless you, bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Di. So as you're seeing, Di's are just sending through a donation for a reading. I'm a psychic and a medium, and I also do a little bit of magic. So my I don't know, I'm known for mystic mediumship and magic. So thank you for being here. So Lauren sent £3. Thank you, Lauren. That's very kind of you. I will move on with Lauren. So I've got all different types of tarot. Oh my goodness, I didn't even shuffle that and it's jumping out at me. I've got all kinds of different tarot that I work with. Today I'm working with, I believe they're like an alchemic tarot, but these are actually gifted to me, so I'm not sure of the name of them. So the first one we got is Death, which is to do with endings. Now, it's really important when you see tarot that you don't go, oh my gosh, that means that's going to happen to me. It does not. But what it's saying to me, Lauren, is it's saying that there's an end of a way you've been thinking. And they're reminding you, Lauren, to not go back into that mindset. So maybe it's around goal settings that are reasonable and achievable, and not setting yourself up for failure, because I feel that can be a pattern with you. And I feel, as my spirit team are saying, they're saying don't aim so high you can't reach it, but don't forget to aim high as well. But just don't be so hard on yourself, darling. Don't be so hard on yourself. There's definitely something around an idea of how you are going to use something, how you're going to position something in your, and I believe this is in the backyard because that's what they're showing me. There's been a decision you've needed to make an adjustment. Now, I know that there was one before, but I feel this is more recent. And they want to say, make sure whatever it is you're doing, Lauren, that the footing is well done. So whoever's going into your place can see the step, can use a ramp or such like to get into your place, because there's something about the journey from the outside step to the inside step that's a bit tricky, bit difficult, and they want you to cut down any barriers. This is what it's all about. Very much about barriers. It's about understanding that we need to look at the little things as well as the big things. And it's also about understanding that you can have everything you want, but you just need to have it in a little bit of time, because Father Time is coming into this picture as well for you. So I want to say with you, oh, interesting. They've got a rune here, and this rune to my memory is to do with comfort. So it's to do with giving yourself a little bit of time for you. And when we say that, I'm not just saying about having a bath with candles. I'm literally saying about time just to sit with yourself, maybe journal, maybe draw, whatever it is that takes your mind away from being mum, being wife, being, well, you're not wife, but, you know, partner, and all these labels we can have in life, because it just feels like your phone's never off, darling. It feels like people can contact you at any time, and you need to have a slot where it's like, this is Lauren's time. I really want to bring that to you. Your second card is Son of Wands and Charisma. So there's a real feeling with your oldest son, they're telling me, that he's starting to sense spirit more and more. And it might be his connection with working with tools, or working with you, or some communication you've had between you. But the spirit world are getting much stronger to him, much closer to him. Now, I know that he has seen your mother as a child. And I also know that he's always been a little bit weary of voices that he hears, but he doesn't see their faces. So going forward, Lauren, I want to say to you that, especially in the summer holiday, there's going to be a lot of opening of conversation about spirituality and understanding. And I really want to encourage you. Oh, fantastic. You're having slab access. Fantastic. I really want to encourage you to sit with your son and meditate, because there's something about you sitting opposite each other and just sitting in a quiet space and then sharing your experience. And it's going to really pull you together, because you will have very similar experiences. That's really important. He's very closed off. He struggles with loud noise as well. But he just doesn't quite understand. And I don't think it's for him. I don't feel it's for you to explain. I feel it's for him to understand the process. So it's like sitting in meditation, allowing the pictures to come, and allowing him to say, Mummy, this is what I experienced, and this is what I experienced, and just enjoy the journey together, because there is something around that really strong there. And I also want to say that there has been quite a lot of headaches with him. So if he hasn't been telling you, they're telling me that he is dehydrated and he needs to drink more water, because the headaches are at the top of his head. And I believe that that is indicating that there is a need for more water. There's also a need for a journey, an adventure. He likes to go and see things. And I mean nature rather than objects. I mean just going out and experiencing the wildlife is really important to him. Okay, lots of love. He's been having headaches and been off school today. He needs to drink lots more water, and with water you must also have salt, because otherwise it doesn't work at all. Okay, have we still got my lovely Di, or is Di dipped off? He often takes photos of nature. Oh, lovely, lovely. Now, I know we're going to be very thin on the ground tonight, but hopefully we've got some people who'd like to come along and say hi. So, Di, are you still here, my darling? Are you still here? Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so £4 sent by Di. So what we got for Di Fleming today? All right, Spirit Team. So the first one we got is the universe, which is oneness, which, okay. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this? All right, so we have got the number 21 here, my love. Di Fleming, there's something about the 21st of August that I want to bring to you as an idea. And there's definitely something about being up high. So I'm hoping you're flying on the 21st of August or making thoughts of 21st of August, because that's what they're bringing to me. They're also bringing to me the idea of connection with someone who is so similar to you. And this is like, the more and more you get to know this person, you're feeling that they're like, are they pretending to be like me? And I want to say to you that there is a real similarity between your energies. There's a real similarity between who you are and what you enjoy in life. You both enjoy the high life, but you both enjoy a relax also. So it is important to say that for you. I want to say to you, the oneness is something you've really been experiencing recently. You've been working on connecting to, and it's not just the outer universe. It's kind of like there's a cord, there's a metaphysical cord that's going from the center of the earth up to the universe through you. So you've been doing some kind of centering meditation, some kind of light working meditation. That's really important to say, because I feel that you need to know that this is being experienced, this is being seen. Okay, I'm glad it relates, because I don't know what it is, but they're just showing me this beam of light that's going through from the earth up into the universe, and just really sitting and connecting and almost making communication, but just through that thread of light, which is so thin and fine and almost like a little glitter. Wonderful. Okay, maybe waking meditations. Oh, all right. So 5 of Wands is defeat. So I don't want to bring this word defeat to this. I want to bring this word of surrender instead. I want to bring to you, Di, that there's been something you've been logging heads a bit with, and I feel it's about family, but you've decided, actually, is it worth your energy? And I would say absolutely not. Absolutely not. Focus on what you want in your world, not what you don't want in your world, and understand that sometimes people can become defensive just through behavior, through patterns. So this person who you've been having a little bit of difficulty with, understand that it's a bit of a pattern, it's a bit of a behavior, and it's very much about being stubborn. It's very much about needing to be right. But you know that it's not worth your energy, and it's just a headache. So I really want to say to you, well done for letting go of that. There's also within this picture, there's like little ants, and the ants are saying to me that there's a need to work together. So there's something going on coming up soon, and there is going to be a need to work together to pull it together in time. Okay, I don't know what it is. They're just showing me that many hands make light work, and that's really important, because there is a bit of a difficulty with your back at the moment, Di, and if you can get someone to have a little look at it and give it a little crunch, that would really, really help. Okay. There's a lot of red and orange within this photograph, so I know that there's great passion between the two people. Jack, I'm on 3 different sites, so that's why you might not be able to see it. Thank you. So 10 of Wands is your next one, Di, which is oppression. Now, the important thing is to understand that the only thing that stops us from balance and harmony is actually ourselves. And sometimes we need to take time out. Sometimes we need to say, all right, I need a break. I need to stop. I need to slow down. And it's really important to understand that it doesn't mean you're not going to do anything again. It doesn't mean you're not going to get anywhere. It just means that there's a little bit of a retreat, inner retreat needed at the moment. So the oppression is feeling that you can't really go anywhere at the moment, as in like, well, it's possibly about traveling abroad, but certainly there's a feeling that you can't go anywhere and you're stuck. Take this opportunity to have the moments that you won't have time for in the future. So maybe go into the garden, maybe go to the local woods, and just try and see things as an advantage rather than a disadvantage, because that's what I want to give to you. Now, there is a little space invader in the corner of this picture. So I feel that you've been spending quite a lot of time tapping keys on a phone or on a computer. And they're just saying to you, just be aware of the lights. Just be aware of the lights in your eyes, because your eyes are getting a little bit of eye strain. So you might want some eye drops from the pharmacy or the doctors, which would help. And the 10th is really important. There's something coming up on July the 10th, which is a very important day. I feel you're going to really enjoy it. And it's very special. But know that balance, that harmony is always within you. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, restrictions preventing what I want to do, but learning to accept this. That's really important, isn't it? Oh, you can stay where you are, Jack. I can see you. I can see you. So Jack, bless her heart, Jack sent £4. Thank you, Di. Need to change iScript. I've got you, Jack. I've got you. I've got you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I hope everyone's having a lovely day. I've been walking around a castle with our lovely Becky that's sometimes on the show. Not literally, but chatting. I meant to go. Nice to meet you, those who haven't met you before. And this is Tuesday Tarot donation readings. So please do see what Lauren Badrock is saying. She's my admin, and she has also paid for a reading, so I will get round to her as well. So Jack, we have for you your first card, 3 of Stones is work. Okay. So I want to say to you that work is getting a bit better, because it feels like you're in a position in the past where it was really starting to feel like old hat. It was starting to feel like, you know, the same old issues. There is a change coming imminently. There's a change coming in the next month. I believe it's the 3rd of the month is going to be the news you've been waiting for. Now, Spirit aren't necessarily showing me exactly what it is. So I don't know whether it's a promotion or whether it's someone moving on from the building that you just don't enjoy working alongside with. It could even be both. It could be one has a knock-on effect to the other. But let me just read into a little bit more for you. So the oak tree and leaves are on this, and the oak for me is always about wisdom. So it's to do with some support to, oh, you could have walked out today. Oh, I've got it completely upside down and inside out. Okay, wrong way around then. Okay. Oak tree is saying to me that you want to study. You're feeling like the need of restudying. I'm sorry if I misinterpreted that, Jack. Now, what I want to say to you is if you hold on, there are going to be changes in your workplace, and it is going to be, hi, Becky, it's going to be much better for you. But know the reason you feel uncomfortable at work is because it's not good enough for you. You are better than where you're working. When you go on a spiritual journey, myself included, when you feel uncomfortable or a disharmony of your workplace, it means that it's time to move on. You're a very intelligent woman and you've got a lot of skills. And I want to encourage you to consider studying and going into something a little bit different. Okay. Now, okay. I want to suggest to you, Jack, and I don't know whether you're doing it already, but I want to suggest you working for the council. That's what they're bringing in. They're bringing in a local authority role, which would be more secure and more organized, because there's something around the organization that you're not enjoying. And it's not very fair. It's not like everyone's not being treated the same way. And that's important to say. Okay. All right. Now, there's a beehive in this picture that I'm seeing, my love, and it's saying to me that it's really affecting your mind. It's really on your mind all the time. Okay, you have so much skill and so much potential. Rewrite your CV and start getting out there, darling, because it's like you can only have that message to yourself a certain amount of times. And would you rather walk out with a role, or would you rather walk out in frustration? So it's important. Okay. Hopefully change is coming. Study keeps getting told that local council, blimey, back to old roots. So is it? Oh, well, maybe you got some connections there still. Maybe you got some connections there still. Father of Swords is leadership. So I want to put you in a role where you're training people, because I feel that would be really, really great for you. I don't know whether you've done health and safety before or something along that line, some kind of in-house training pattern where you go and you do the role and then you go home and then it's done. We want to sign on the line. We want to have it done. You don't want this extra work when you're going home all the time. You don't want all these phone calls and emails. That's what's bothering you so much at the moment. So the sunflower is coming out, Jack, and it's reminding you to take a holiday, love. I know it's not convenient. I know you haven't particularly got anywhere to go, as in abroad, which is what you'd prefer, but take a holiday, take a break. It's really, really important right now. There's a dissolution of rings going on, so there's definitely some movement with that. Because they're showing me the 3 rings in the picture, and I know there's not 3 people involved as such, but I believe there will be, so it's really important to understand that. Hello, Angelina, nice to have you here. I want to say to you, you really are a very good role model for people, Jack, and I feel that people will pay attention to you and they will listen to you and they will enjoy what you teach or share. Really, really important to say. People's well-being, people's living well is important to you. And that might be something you go down the route of working with, making sure that standards are in a fashion that support people. Maybe some kind of employment support would be of beneficial to you. I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't know what the 3 rings are, darling. I don't know what the 3 rings are. I'm trying to think of not sure. Not sure what the 3 rings are. Give me a little while to think about that and I'll come back to it. I don't know how many children you have, Jack, but I do feel that there's an engagement coming. Okay, that's what I feel it's about. I feel it's a dissolution of 2 rings, but there's a 3rd ring. That's what they're bringing to me. Okay, and I won't be long, sweetheart. Thank you for donating. The lover's relationship. Okay. All right. All right. Where are we going with this? Now, this is really an interesting card because 1, I've never seen it before, but 2, if you look at these symbols at the top, we've got a symbol for a woman, a symbol for a man, and a symbol for a man and a woman. So, you know, it's just reminding you that love is love, and that's all that matters in this situation. But I want to say to you that, all right, we are 5, 6, June. Okay, where are we going? All right, I don't feel you're ready for it at the moment, Jack, but I do feel you have someone who has an eye on you. I really do. And I do feel that this person's been very protective of you. I do see that he has dark hair. And I want to say to you that he is Gemini. So he would be born in June. Okay. If you don't know him already, please keep an eye out for him. I do believe that sign's Gemini. If anyone's wonderful at their astrology, I'd really appreciate the help because it's not something I'm very strong with. There's also the symbol for man here. So I know it's not a female that you're going to have a relationship, not that it matters in the slightest, but I do feel that possibly it will be, oh yeah, you're joining me as a guest next week. It'll be cool, won't it? Time's flown, isn't it? I want to say to you that you might have thought, oh, I've had enough of blokes, but they're saying there's another one coming along. But bring him on. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Okay. There's a feeling that sometimes, like, around you at the moment, Jack, that everyone else has got what you want out of life, or you need to focus on what you want, not what other people have got. Because what other people have got is envy. What you want is your own wishes and desires. So that's important to say that. Okay. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for being with me. Oh, lovely. Thank you. I'm just going to, I don't know. Can you get on that for me, Lauren? I can't do it from here. But Taro Bennett, bye. Enjoy it. Enjoy it, Jack. That I told you from the beginning, and you know, I will remind you, everything figures out. As tough as life can be, it doesn't stand still. It doesn't stand still. Lovely. So Lauren, if you're still here, could you sort out Tarot Bene for me? Should be Tarot Beret, shouldn't it? Gemini is May the 21st to June the 20th, and it's the twin sign. It's the 2 lines and the 2 lines across, isn't it? That's the right one, I think. My husband's a Gemini. That's why I know. And yeah, it was a protection rune. It's also the rune of the male rune. All right. Thank you very, very much. Yes, so next week I do have Tarot Tuesday, but afterwards I have a lovely Spirit Talks with Lauren Badrock. So we'll be doing some readings together. And I'm missing mediumship. So be ready for it, guys, because we'll bring your loved ones through and some more good chit chat as well. All about spiritual things. So I hope you will join us and enjoy it. All right, thank you, Anna McCoy. So Anna McCoy, the first card you've got is the Hermit, which is reflection in the words. Now, in this picture, you've got this beautiful owl, and owl for me is always about ancestors. So if you haven't asked already, Anna, do ask your ancestors to support you with your endeavors and your dreams. I very much believe when I was pregnant, I was really frightened. I've got to be totally honest, but I was really frightened. I was overdue. Not by lot, but I'm a Virgo, so I like things kind of being when they're meant to be. And I remember saying to my ancestors, please be with me, please support me. And I had all these lights in my bedroom just glow up, and it was incredible. And all the way to the hospital, we saw owls. We saw owls everywhere. And it's really important to understand you can ask. You can ask your angels, you can ask your ancestors, and they will support you in any way they can. Do know, Anna, though, when they answer your prayers or your requests, I don't use prayers myself, but when they answer your requests, sometimes it's in the most unusual way. So it's not like they will suddenly materialize in your room, or all of a sudden you have this wonderful idea. Sometimes that happens. But sometimes you'll flick through a magazine and suddenly find the job that you were looking for. Or sometimes you'll walk down the street and you'll look down on the floor and there'll be £5 note on the floor and you needed that and you've run out of money. So just be open to what you are given by Spirit World, because I feel you're not quite noticing the blessings you're being bestowed on. Now, that's not really my language, so it's someone you may know that would use the word bestowed. Okay. So there's very much a need for centering yourself at the moment, Anna. It feels like you've had a bit of a wobble. It feels like things have been a bit uncomfortable for you, and it's to do with centering. So it's to do with spending a bit of time on your own, reading books, listening to music that calms you down, and working maybe with meditation and breath work would also help in this situation. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Bye, Di. Okay. So there's very much a feeling around you, Anna, that you have a very comforting personality. You really support people who are needy, but don't forget yourself in that, because there is someone around you, there's a female around you that's taking a lot of your headspace. And when you're in a mode where you kind of need your own space, those people can be quite detrimental to your well-being. So I want to say that to you right now, okay? All right, what have we got here as well? So we've got the number 9 here for you, and I feel it's about the 9th of July. Now, I don't know if the 9th of July is something you're a bit nervous about. There's something big going to happen on the 9th of July. But I want to say to you, that really great things are going to start on the 9th of July. So just step out there with confidence, show your beautiful smile and show your beautiful face, and just remind yourself that whatever you're feeling inside isn't actually real. The truth is that you're a beautiful soul and you've got lots and lots to offer. Lovely. All right, Anna, let's do your second card. So your second card, my love, is the 7 of Stones and failure. Now, I'm not going to tell you you're a failure. I'm not going to bring that into it at all. What I am going to do is throw it away. Okay, so if I didn't want my cards, I would just scrunch this up and throw it away. The word failure is so damaging, because what we can do, oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I've got my shimmery on me. Shimmery. What we can do is we can put ourselves into our mind that we're going to win or we're going to lose. We're going to fail or we're going to succeed. Sometimes things have to change. Sometimes things go down a different route. My own experience in life is that Facebook was doing me really good stead, and I had a lovely friendship and followers situation. It's now changing, so I'm going to have to change what I'm doing, but it doesn't mean I've failed. It means I've been diverted. So this is what I want to say to you, Anna. Lauren, can you get rid of that person, please? I'm not sure whether you can actually. Hang on. Let me see. I can. There we go. Sorry, that was YouTube. I want to throw that out, and I want to bring to you the idea of small stepping stones, small movements. Thank you. Small movements. Yeah. Okay. Now, there's a face within this. So I know that, Anna, sometimes you see faces in the dark. You may find them a bit daunting or haunting, but know that they are just making sure that you're doing okay, because there's a real feeling at the moment, Anna, of being on your own. And I don't quite know whether you really are or whether you're just feeling that way. It's important to say that right now. Okay. So Anna, could you just speak up if you can, and hopefully I'll see what you're saying. Okay. So Father of Stones and Guardian is the last card. I want to say to you, Anna, that it has felt like walking through treacle recently. It has felt like every single thing is a journey, is a difficulty. And I really feel for you, Anna, because I'm in quite a similar boat. So it's like, when you feel like that in your mind, it's very hard to just function. And people think, why is this such a big thing? Why are you so like steady with your movements? Why are you so not unattentive, but like so fixated on one thing that you can't really take in anything else? But understand that this is part of the process of getting through what you've experienced. Okay, it's really important that you work on your own self-healing. There is a relationship that needs to be let go of and left behind. I know there's a lot of tears around this relationship. I'm not sure if it's family or friend or lover. I'm not sure. They're not telling me that, but they are telling me that you need to cut the metaphysical cords. So if you don't understand silver cord cutting, please look onto YouTube or send me a message and I can tell you how to do it. What happens is when we join together with people, we kind of have this etheric cord that joins our souls or joins our hearts. And sometimes we need to cut that cord. We need to let that person go, allow ourselves the freedom to move on also. And that's really important to say. I want to suggest to you, Anna, it will be really good for you to get your glad rags on and go out. So I don't know whether you've got somewhere to go out, but it just feels like you need to feel pretty again. You need to feel like womanly. That's the energy I get with you. And I want to say to you, color is really, really important. If you're not feeling very confident right now, the color red will do you a lot of good. Okay, I hope that made sense for you, Anna. Thank you so much for supporting my page. I really appreciate that. I don't know whether I should call it channel or page. Can anyone give me any ideas on that? I probably should call it my channel because I'm on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. How cool is that? How cool is that? Only for a few more weeks because I've stopped my StreamYard thing. I'm having a boudoir shop. Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Anna, I've always wanted one of those, but where we are, it's like £500. And I just couldn't afford it. But I do want one. Maybe I could persuade my husband. I'm sure he'd like a book. Anyway, I'll stop being naughty. Stop being naughty. So Lena is next, I think. And then Daniela. And Lauren, don't forget yourself at the end. Don't forget yourself. But Anna, if you need a bit more confidence, take some red lipstick, red nail varnish, or just a little hint of red, because red really brings the confidence. And know you're beautiful. Know you're beautiful. Okay? Really important. Oh, thank you very much. I'm so glad, Anna. You know, we quite often treat other people, don't we? It's like, oh, and we kind of think, you know, we don't think about ourselves. We don't think about our self-investment. And I had a conversation with someone the other week because they were like, I don't do selfies. And I didn't do selfies until I started working on, I used to work on Sky TV, and now I work on Facebook and YouTube. But I did selfies to get used to what I look like, because it's not about necessarily being vain, but you need to be accepting who you are. And we've all got bumps and bits that we don't particularly like. And I'm 44, so, you know, things change. But yeah, it's quite amazing. I'm really, really happy that you see the value in investing in yourself. And that's beautiful. And I will take that. I will take that message from Spirit for myself as well. Thank you very much, darling. Fabulous. Oh, thank you, Stacey. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. Only for the next couple of weeks because I've cancelled the payment of StreamYard because it's just not making any difference to my audience. Unfortunately. Anyone's got any top tips, I'd appreciate them. I would really appreciate them. All right, so a beautiful young looking 44. I'm going to put it on the screen just for my own amusement. Thank you, darling. My glasses keep sliding, which is quite irritating. So I need to get Specsavers and get them all wiggled up my nose again. So Lena, my love. Oh, Lena, I saw the picture of you with the wedding carriage. Wasn't that gorgeous? Wasn't that gorgeous? Okay. So Spirit, what have we got for Lena today? What have we got for Lena today? All right. Yeah, I've got YouTube channel already, darling. I'm just multi-streaming. So that's why I've got it, because it's streaming to Indigo, Amy Packman, Indigo's Oracle, and YouTube at the same time. But it doesn't make any difference on my viewers, so there's no point in continuing. Thank you for being here, though, viewers. I appreciate it. So you've got Quetzalcoatl. I think I said it right. Who is a Mexican god. Okay, I'm not saying you're a Mexican god, sweetheart, but okay, we have the number 14. So there is something coming up on the 14th of July for you, which is feeling very emotionally loaded. Okay, so something you're feeling a bit nervous of or a bit excited of. I'm not quite certain which one, But temperance is coming in and it's saying to you, make sure you're balancing your work and your play, and make sure that even though your work, and I'm guilty of this with my psychic work, even though your work is enjoyable, you don't substitute your playtime for work time, because it needs to be a really nice, clear boundary of when you are available and when you are not available. Now, there's definitely channeling going on because they're showing me this lovely bright light that's coming through the top of your head. So whether you've been receiving, oh, but I'm feeling quite a headache there. I'm feeling quite a headache there. So you might want to consider working with your chakras. I love the 7-minute chakra tune-up on Facebook, on YouTube, but there's loads of information out there. But I just feel you're a bit open on your crown chakra, because I can feel like a stinging sensation, which is almost like you're not closing down, because you're receiving so much inspiration and ideas and thoughts and messages. But the thing is, you do need to shut down as well, because especially if you're driving and using machinery, that's important. Now, there's a circle that's going around you, my love. There's a circle going around you, Lena. And I want to say to you, there is something you need to enter. There is something with a symbol which is in a circular shape. And you keep thinking, should I or shouldn't I? And I want to encourage you to enter, because it's all to do with connections. It's not to do with necessarily winning or becoming renowned for what you do. It's to do with connections going forward. And we want to put you in a position where you're doing more work for yourself and less work for someone else. Okay. Now, I know that I don't know where you work or how you work, but that's what they're bringing to me. So I'm hoping that makes some sense to you. So there is a need for more peace. There's a need for more relaxation. There's a need for more downtime. And I also want to say to you that, okay, they're bringing in the figure of 8, which is reminding you how you feel inside, Lena, is how you experience the world on the outside. So when you feel like it's just not right, or it just doesn't feel good, if you don't have obligations, just spend time with yourself. Don't experience the outside world like that. Just go out to nature, connect with the trees, and the trees themselves give out healing. It is a scientific fact, but I can't remember the details. But the trees do emit a healing to a human. So you can go and hold it, you can go and sit with it. Don't forget the trees. It's really, really important you don't forget the trees, because it's the biggest grounding tool for you. Okay, now there is a stump somewhere that you've been thinking, I'll make that into something. They want to encourage you to make that into a seat. Okay, so if you haven't found it already, you will find it very soon. But there's a lovely stump that is ready for you to make into a special seat just for you. Okay, so Otter, two of cups. It's very difficult, isn't it, Lena? Because I think when you start your own business, you have to do the juggling. And, you know, I've got to a point where I've had to slow down my juggling, and maybe that's the position you're in right now. Okay. 2 of Cups, there's 2 people can do the work. 2 people can share the load. 2 people can have time of enjoyment, but you can get the job done half a time if 2 people are doing it. So that's what they're bringing to you. The Otter, to me, it's always bringing back the memory of my best friend. So I don't know if you have a close friend in spirit, Lena, or whether you have a close friend you're not spending time with, because that's what they're bringing to me, is the idea of a very close friend that for some reason isn't with you at the moment and not spent enough time with them. So I want to encourage you to join up, have a drink, have a chat, not necessarily alcohol, but just have a nice, relaxed time, because it's really important. If it's someone in spirit, just sit with a photograph and close your eyes and just connect to them. But I do feel it's actually someone on the earth that you've lost connection with. The water is also saying to me, and the cups are saying to me, that there is emotion around friendship. So there's definitely a feeling that there's something missing. Something that used to bring you joy and laughter has for some reason disappeared, but not really disappeared, just it's not present anymore. And that's the only way I can word it. It's quite difficult. Oh, Claude, you want to move? Oh, how exciting, Bobby. How exciting. So Queen of Pentacles is your last card, my love, and it's Wild Buffalo Calf Woman. Now, my shaman teacher's power animal is a white buffalo. So I know that they're very, very powerful magical creatures. Now, the white buffalo calf woman is looking to the past and she's healing the past. She's really working with the elements and healing the past. But she's also calling in for the future. She's also calling in for the future. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is very much in mind of money. But don't allow money to rule your world. If you have a chance to downsize, they're saying to you, take it. Take it. Have less responsibility, less space to work with. Maybe a little more outdoors space, because I feel the outdoors space or the stables or such like is of far more importance to you than dwellings. But that's what they're bringing to you, and they're bringing to you the belief in traditional magic. So next full moon, you might want to join the abundance ceremony. Sorry to those I had to cancel the last one. My energy has just been far too depleted to do magic ceremony this month. But understand that the waters are behind you, the emotions, the tears are behind you. But I do want to say to you, Lena, there is something you need to let go of, and it's something you've been thinking about for some time. And I want to give you the strength and the power to do so. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to move, but a cheaper place so I don't have to work as much and do less. Absolutely. And what we can do is we are conditioned, and you've got to remember, going back to like the Victorian era, which is where I'm going to go because that's kind of one of my guides is Victorian. But going back to the Victorian era, you worked yourself to the bone. You worked yourself till you dropped. And it's very, very difficult through these ancestral lines as we've gone forward for people to accept that you can have a quality of life without having to do that. And it's really quite a journey, I think, of again, self-worth and investing in yourself to not have to work so hard you get the big house and the big car and things, and just be accepting of what you have and enjoy your life, because it's not a dress rehearsal, folks. It really isn't. But it's lovely to speak to you, Lena. I hope it made some sense and brought you some understanding. So we've got Danielle Barrett. Let me know. It's Danielle. I love that name, Danielle. It rolls nicely on the tongue. Anyway, let's move on with you. So we've got Rhiannon for you, my darling, who is a Welsh goddess, and she is bringing in a challenge. So the white horse has come in, sweetheart. Thank you, Lena, so much for supporting my my page channel. Let me know, folks, which one it is. I suppose YouTube is channel, isn't it? So the white horse is bringing you lots of strength because there is a challenge going on at the moment, Rhiannon. And I want to say it's about with Rhiannon. Sorry, you're not Rhiannon. I want to say it's about movement. So it's about moving away from the old and coming into the new life. So there's definitely been some emotion around this. There's been some energy of like, am I ready to do this? Am I strong enough? And I'm here to tell you absolutely. Rhiannon is one of the goddesses that's connected to the fairy folk. And she really wants to bring you through the female empowerment to have the strength to say no more. Now, I don't know if this is work, home, or family life. I don't know what it is. But she just wants to show you that you have the absolute hope to move forward and move on. There is a need of communication, and there is also a need, Danielle, to ask your angels to support you with this endeavor, because I do believe you believe in angels. Okay, if you don't, I won't take it offensively, but that's what they're bringing to me. Now, I know in the background there's a gentleman. I feel that he's a grandfather. He has some kind of facial hair and he has glasses, and he wants to just nod and say she's right. So there's someone there who would just like to give you the encouragement also to move on and move up. Okay, so the second one we've got for you is Quetzalcoatl again, just to make it difficult for me to say it. And this is about temperance. This is to do with balance. This is to do with your own inner harmony. Now, the frog is on the page, and for me, it's saying to you that there's things that you've accepted that are below your way of living, what you want out of life, but you've accepted it on the basis that things will get better sometime. And I want to remind you that you are worthy of peace. You're worthy of all your dreams. I want to say to you, Danielle, that you are someone who's very creative. I don't know whether you make clothing, jewelry, or just design things in your head constantly, but I just want to say that creativity needs to flow, my love, because at the moment it's not really going anywhere. But I want to say to you, use your creative mind and allow it to flow. If you don't paint or draw already, have a go and see. Just sit in a quiet place and just see what comes, or go and draw some pieces of nature, because I feel that would really suit you. There is a need to let go of your self-sabotaging. So there's something from your past that you're not very proud of that keeps coming into your mind, and you maybe keep thinking, I'm going to slip up, or something's going to go the way it went before. It's not going to, because you are a different person now, a really different person now. Thank you, Danielle. All right. Be open to new opportunities, because they are once you've taken that leap of faith and you've done what you need to do, and you know within your soul what you need to do, because you're a very intuitive person. I'd even say you're possibly a reader yourself. I want to say to you, the next card we got is the 8 of Wands, which is Ant. Now, 8 for me is about, let me just put these cards down a moment. 8 for me is about the 4 directions, which we've got. Let me just see. Now, this is going to be wrong because I'm in the UK and it will turn it around as well on the screen. But we got east, we got north, we got west, and we got south. So it's very much saying to you about considering your own wheel of destiny, your own wheel of experience. How can I word this? It's really hard for me to word, but let me just go on with it. So with your east, you need to think about what is my inspiration? What do I want to do? So with your east and north, it's considering what's your dreams and how can you have that inspiration and your dream, and how can you pull that together? What's the common denominator? I hope you can understand that. So what's the middle ground? So, for instance, with mine, I want to be an internationally known psychic medium because I love what I do. I love the healing it brings. So I need to get out there and do my thing and stand in public. But my dream is quite far away. But the broaching the gap is making sure that I'm connecting with people and taking opportunities. So that's an idea. Then going forward, we've got the north to the west. And the west is to do with letting go. It's to do with allowing reflection, understanding we can all do things we're not proud of. We can all be in places that didn't suit us at some point, but that is something that now is gone. It's now letting go of. So it's retrospect, learning from it, not going down that route again. The west to the south. So, sorry, I'll go the other way. It's because I'm back to front. So the east to the south, sorry. East is the inspiration, south is the action. So south is saying, what do you need to do right now to make that difference towards that inspiration and that dream? And then the south to the west is saying to you to understand that you need to let go of things for your action to happen and the dream to come true. So it's a really short journey of shamanic understanding, but hopefully it gives you an idea of the directions, what they're bringing to you, and the inspiration wheel they're giving to you in that moment. They're also saying to you, because the ant is within this, they're just saying, make sure you reach out, make sure you connect. The spiral here, I have a spiral on my finger, which represents spirit, also represents for me the collective. And I want to say to you that the many ants make light work. Many ants join together, connect to similar souls, and do feel free to friend request me on Indigo Amy Packman. I'm always welcome to people saying hello. It's really lovely to connect. So I want to say that for you, but know the wands are about stability. They're also about magic. So just keep on moving forward. Don't look back, and just know that everything is going in the right direction for you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for being with me. All right, Lauren, where are we at, my love? Where are we at, my love? There's a bit of West Country came out there. My childhood was in Warminster in Wiltshire. So I live in Keynsham between Bath and Bristol now. Oh, that was perfect. Just what I needed to hear. See, that's why I do it. That's why I love it, because if I can make someone's day a little bit shinier, then my job is done. My job is done. Michelle John, thank you very, very much. So Michelle John, we got the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Page of Swords, if you can speak up, sweetheart, put your comment on the screen, and I won't call you the wrong person all the time. So we've got Anahitha, Page of Swords. Okay. You're hearing a lot now, Michelle. The only thing I want to say to you is make sure you do shut down, because you don't want to be open all the time, even though there's a curiosity around what's there, what's going to speak to you, who's going to speak to you. Just make sure that you have a boundary when you're working, when you're not working. Okay, people think I walk around with this in my head all the time. As soon as I finish work, I shut down and that is done. I don't do readings walking down the street. I don't bump into people and tell them their spirit family and friends are around. I'm not saying you do that, but I'm just saying for other people who are watching, it is really important to understand that it is a thing. It is a thing. Okay. So there's a real feeling of understanding what brings you peace at the moment, Michelle, and your creativity is really important. There's something you stopped doing or slowed down. I want to accelerate that. I want to bring it back in, and I want to bring lots of color and bring your understanding of healing in, especially the crystals, Okay. There's a female friend who's going through a bereavement at the moment, or possibly someone at the end of their life. And they want to say to you that you're listening very well, and it really, really helps. You feel that you're hopeless, as in you can't help, not hopeless, that's the wrong word, helpless, as in you're not helping her, but you really are by just listening, and that's important to say. We want you to be hugely proud of who you are always. Okay, now I know there's a lady who's got like a little twin set jumper on that's sitting with me, and I don't know whether she'd have knitting needles in her hand, but she's definitely fidgety. She would want to work and do things all the time, and she's moving her eyes a lot, so I know she'd be someone who couldn't really focus in on you at the end of life, because that's what she's bringing to me. I want to say to you that there's a feeling that you can't do something that someone's put in front of you. So there's like either a piece of paper, information you need to read, or there's a interview or a meeting or something you're feeling a bit daunting about. And she's saying, course you can, you can do it. You know you can. And in that note, for some reason, I'm seeing a Yorkie, girls do it, or Yorkie bar. It had girls do it, didn't it? Or girls do eat it too, or do it too. I can't remember, but it's the Yorkie bar with the girls logo on it. That's what I'm seeing with that. Now, there has been some emotions that have swerved at the moment, but understand that there is some amazing cosmic things going on. Someone told me that there's been 4 supermoons in a row and some wonderful place in the sky is in retrograde. So I think it's Jupiter, if I remember rightly. So just understand time and nature, nurturing yourself, and just listening is important right now. Listening is the key. Listening really is the key. Okay. So, Page of Wands. Well. I saw Michelle demonstrate in the last 2 weeks, and wow, the magic that's come from her. Girls not allowed. No, I'm sure there was a modern one that said girls do it too or something. I'll have a look later, but maybe it's someone making a comment on that comment. I don't know. It was a Yorkie bar and it had girls do it too or something on it. Okay. Anyway, I won't go into conversation about Yorkie because I'll be here all year. Sandra Parr. Okay. So there's a part of you, Michelle, that's really accepting your, I want to say divinity, but that is a really uncomfortable word for me to say, okay? So there's a part of you that's like, wow, this is really magical. And there's a part of you that's still in this self-doubt. Now, no, the self-doubt doesn't go. Sorry, are you still there? My computer just threw me off the screen. Are you still there? Can you see me now? No, the computer just threw me off. Now that's really interesting. That is really interesting. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Can see me now. That is really strange. My computer just threw me off and sent me into Facebook and then sent me back to StreamYard. Very odd, very odd. So what I want to say is that the voice that says you're not doing a good job or you're not in depth enough, all this stuff, this self-doubt, human stuff, doesn't change. What changes is your relationship to your readings. So it's, crystal healing, absolutely. I've just join it together, Michelle. Join it together. Even like the bouquets you were making, you could do, I don't know, you could do a pamper night when you get a little bouquet and it's got crystal in it that's specially for you, and you give a reading around the crystal and you give a tarot card. Go with what works for you. But this is where I was going. So it's like, it doesn't change. You always will think, did I do enough, or was I good enough? All that stuff, the human stuff stays. The thing that changes is that over time you allow the release. So instead of at the end of this show I go, oh, I wish I'd done that, or I should have said that, or I didn't do this, I just allow a release. And I just think, well, my spirit team have been here all the time supporting me. I am human and I can misinterpret. And it's important to know that. Really important to know that. And your nan with the knitting needles, and she had cataracts and a pink cardigan, she's telling me. Pink cardigan was important because you love your pink and so does she. All right, that's important. All right. So, yes. And the thing with direction, Michelle John, you're saying about here, is sometimes we don't know where we're going. I mean, for years I had psychics and mediums tell me I'm not going to go the route I thought I was going to go, and I haven't, because I thought I was going to go down the route of being a spiritualist church medium, and that's kind of diverted. And now I kind of do my own thing, and I want to do my own thing going forward. So maybe that's for you as well. So the snake energy is here as well. So I want to bring in Kundalini meditation as something to consider, Michelle John. Something to do with movement is really important for you to consider feeling energy around you. Consider building the chi. So the 9 of Wands has come in here, and it's saying to me, let's see what it's got here. It's like everything's joining up. Now, the snake between it is the creativity and the craftiness of yourself. But I mean crafty as in you're pulling things together. So have a think about what you love. Have a think about what makes your heart soar, and try and pull it all together. But know that you are very grounded. You are very safe. And you can continue to do meditation, or you can stop doing meditation. It's up to you. Now, you know, once you've acknowledged with yourself that you can do this, then it's your choices for you to make going forward. That's important. But definitely the 9th of July, there is going to be a chance meeting, and it's someone who's going to offer you an opportunity, and I would love you to take that opportunity. All right, lots of love there. Thank you very much, Michelle John. So I think we're with Lauren Badrock is the last reading for today. If anyone else would like a donation reading, thank you very much, Christopher Shelter. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello from Buffalo, New York. Nice to meet you. Yes, she knitted me lots of cardigans, but she might be talking about the pink knitted cardigan I dressed my firstborn son in, because I so wanted a girl and thought he was going to be a girl. Oh, that's what the pink cardigan is about. Okay, little buttons. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I like that. I like that. See, that's lovely. But she's always around you. And I don't know whether she wore glasses at the end of her nose, because my glasses keep going down. It's driving me mad. I'm going to have to get some like holders, like when you go canoeing. Oh, my hair is changing, but no, it's just all the dye's coming out. But we're dyeing it again next week. So watch this space, because it's going to be a colour I've not done before. But I have put like a rosette in my hair, because I just like flowers and things in my hair. I was adamant Liam was a girl and spent £100 on girl clothes and told her I was having a boy. I did similar. I met Hermione before she was born. I met her in meditation. So people were like, how can you name your baby before you know the sex or met her? And I called her Hermione from the beginning. So I brought her fairy outfit. I brought all sorts of stuff, and just knew it was a girl. But luckily, in that case, I was in the right situation. Oh, I love purple hair. Purple hair's the best. But I am going to change. My hairdresser wants to do something different, and I quite fancy it. So if someone could get rid of the spammers for me, that would be incredibly amazing. I don't believe Alicia Kelly looks like that whatsoever. You don't need to be psychic to figure that one out, do you? All right, here we go. So Lauren, this is for you. So you've got Quetzalcoatl, and you have got King of Swords. Okay. Now this Bella is very, very famously connected to chocolate. So there might be something about chocolate that you're really craving at the moment. I want to encourage you, Lauren, if you haven't found it already, there's something called Sweet As or something like that, which you can get like a syrup. Get that, because that's what they're showing me in my mind, okay? Now, I want to say to you that there's a lot of healing going on around you, taking time out for yourself. And I know you're sitting and you're filling your mind with things, but they also want you to fill your mind without things, okay? So the need of growth and the need of the rush of getting through things quickly, slow it down a little bit more and you'll take it in more, Okay, practice what you're learning. Find a domain such as spiritual friends. Anyone can join that group, or Mystic, Medium and Magic, my group as well. Find those domains and use them to express what you're doing. Instead of bringing conversation just about what you're doing, practice what you're doing. Okay, if you practice what you're doing even remotely, it will give you a lot more of a memory anchor than reading. I want to bring that to you. So there's definitely something going on around the solar plexus with you at the moment. And I feel this is about the excitement of everything you're learning and everything you're growing with. But I also want to say then there is a need of, to bring creativity into what you're doing, because I feel that there's a lot coming into your mind, Lauren, but you're not necessarily drawing it or writing it down and actioning. So your dreams are very vivid, and I know you've got interest in dream therapy or dream interpretation, so maybe that's something you could study going forward. But I think that was it for you. Yes, she would always look over the top of her glasses. I can see her do it now. Thank you, Indigo. Really uplifting, thought-provoking message. Lovely, lovely. So I think on that note, we're going to say farewell for this evening. Did you change? Oh, I thought you said charge your hair. No, my hair always changes, but I hope you're all having a lovely evening wherever you are. Bobby, all the best for your lovely move. I hope it really brings you great joy. New fresh energy is so important. My spiritual safe space is coming in the next couple of weeks. We have done the groundwork. I'm picking up the cement tomorrow, and we're going to start laying the flagstones. So thank you to everyone who supports my channel, my page, and has private readings with me. You've all paid towards it, so thank you so much. It is an ongoing cost because I do need to get electric put in and all sorts, so it's going to be something I'm rallying for quite some time. Sorry, I've managed to undo my bracelet. I don't know quite how, a mystery. But yes, I will be creating more jewelry coming forward. I've just been having a bit of an energy slump. I've needed some time out for my own healing as well. And it's really important we do that. When our body is calling out, listen, please listen to your body. Yes, jewelry is coming soon. Jewelry is coming very soon. I wanted to make some over the weekend. I'm actually going away to a honey pod this weekend, which is like a glamp pod with a fire and barbecue. So it's going to be very, very nice. And you are psychic, Lauren, for sure. And so it won't be this weekend, but I do hope to do it very soon. But we do have next event we have on my page and on YouTube and on my profile is Friday at 5 o'clock. We have donation readings for oracle cards rather than tarot. And then at 7:30 on Friday, all being well, it will be Divination Diva show on Keep On Chatting Network. All being well, we'll get it through to my page and you can join, and those readings are free. So if you want to have the chance of a reading, please do join me there and share out. That would be amazing. And then back on Monday at 7 o'clock in the evening is Monday's circle group. Open circle, anyone can join and drop in and drop out whenever you choose, and it's working with your spirit team, working with your spirit guides to develop your psychic and mediumship and just link to the spirit world. The other thing to say is on Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning we have psychometry with photographs with my students. It's £3 a ticket. You are guaranteed 2 readings, but I do hope you can have 3. We just had one member that couldn't join us this week. So if you do want that, you bring along 3 photographs of your beloveds, and they will link to the energy of the photographs and hopefully bring you through some lovely messages of comfort and just some lovely good memories of of the connection with that person. So do let me know if you want to join. And it's £3. Just send me a message on Indigo Amy Packman or Indigo's Oracle page. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love my spirit work. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who shared, and I really appreciate you. Stay blessed, stay well, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.